Every day after work, Jack would secretly take 2 steel plates from the company, cut them into the same size, then hide them in his suitcase. He avoided the security cameras, and placed the steel plates inside the ceiling. After 3 months of preparation, Jack had finally collected 100 steel plates. He wrapped the steel plates in bandages, tied them tightly to his legs, then covered everything with his pants. The remaining steel plates were hidden in his clothes. When he put on his shoes, his body suddenly floated upward. Jack quickly got dressed and put everything back in place. Then he started running along the ceiling. The moment he pushed the door open, he almost fell over, because gravity in the upper world and the lower world was opposite. People from the 2 worlds were forbidden to contact each other. Jack risked everything to steal those steel plates, just so he could take the elevator into the boundary office, and find his first love, Annie. He soon found Annie and greeted her right away, but Annie said she did not know him. Someone beside Annie explained that she had lost her memory in an accident. Jack realized he had to find a way to make Annie remember him. At that time, Annie's project was in trouble, so Jack showed her his invented anti-aging cream, a formula made from materials of both worlds that could free objects from the pull of gravity. While the cream took effect, Jack tried to awaken Annie's childhood memories, but it didn't work. Just then, the steel plates on his legs began to heat up from an antimatter reaction. Jack made an excuse to go to the bathroom, and used tap water to cool his body down. When someone suddenly came in, he had to pretend nothing was wrong, but when he tried to urinate, he found the urine flowing upward toward the ceiling. It even set off the smoke alarm. Helpless, Jack had to take the elevator back to the lower world. Even though he was badly burned, Jack did not give up looking for his girlfriend. While he was planning his next move, his boss gave him a report, ordering him to hand over the anti-aging cream formula for mass production. To pressure everyone, the company decided to lay off 50% of its employees. Anyone who could not contribute would be fired. Jack's friend Jimmy was fired because he was too old. Before leaving, Jimmy gave Jack a gift. When Jack held the box above his head, he found a security pass inside. It would come in very handy. Not long after, Annie suddenly called. Jack apologized for leaving without saying goodbye, and invited Annie to lunch. He used the same method to enter the upper world again, and got through security with Jimmy's pass. The buildings in the upper world were magnificent. Resources from the lower world were transported here via trade elevators. Jack soon arrived at the restaurant and saw Annie again. Annie was curious why they worked at the same company but had never met. Jack did not answer, but tried to awaken her lost memories. But his reckless actions upset Annie a little. Jack quickly apologized. Annie finally agreed to stay for lunch. As the two grew closer, the steel plates under Jack's feet began to smoke. He hurriedly ended the lunch, stepping on the flames, trying to put them out. After Annie left, the fire was out of control. Jack ran wildly and jumped into the lake, then swam toward the center of the lake. Taking off all the steel plates, he fell back to the lower world by gravity. Jack's efforts were not in vain. Annie gradually regained her lost memories. Everything had a new beginning.